Good morning. We're going to get started. My name is Patricia Salkin. I'm the Senior Vice President and Provost for Touro University, and on behalf of the university, I'd like to welcome you here to a great event on a wonderful, spectacular fall morning. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to recognize and thank our public partners for being here, Congressman Garbarino and Supervisor Carpenter. You'll hear from them in a little while. I'd also like to acknowledge our President, Alan Kadish, our Executive Vice President, Rabbi Moshe Krupka, our Senior Vice President, Jeffrey Rosengarten, and without him, we would not be standing here today. And I'd also like to acknowledge and thank our deans, who you'll hear from also in a little while, Dr. Steve Lorenzet, Elena Langan, and Dr. Nelly Lejter. It's now my privilege to call upon our Executive Vice President, Rabbi Moshe Krupka, to deliver an invocation.
What a morning, what a crowd, what a building. Ladies and gentlemen, just join me for a moment of reflection as we begin our formal program this morning. Today is a special milestone celebration. We cut the ribbon on a new building, a new edifice that represents the culmination of hard work and the beginning of a new era for Touro here in central Islip in Long Island. The Talmud illustrates that we can learn from the study of light a great lesson as it relates to education. The Talmud does not discuss electromagnetics, nor frequency, nor wavelength spectrum, nor even wave-particle duality. No, the study of optics was a more basic principle, one that I would suggest reflects what we are here to celebrate here this morning. The Talmud in the Tractate of Shabbos says, Ner le'echad, ner le'meya. A candle lit for one individual can provide light for hundreds more. Maimonides, the Rambam, the great 12th century physician, philosopher, and rabbinic sage, in his commentary, says that this is not just merely a lesson in optics, but it's really the essence of education. Education begins with individual research and scholarship and then leads to a meaningful impact on the many. A unified campus here in Long Island brings three important Touro schools together. Having the schools of health science, law, and graduate education in one location benefits Touro students, students who will collaborate and cooperate, students who will benefit others with their skills and ethics that they learn here. Their careers begin with a quest for knowledge, a spark that will develop with time, perseverance, and accomplishment into an array of achievements. These achievements in turn will shed light, understanding, and clarity on the community at large. Ner le'echad, ner le'meya. A candle lit by an individual can and will provide light for hundreds, indeed thousands. So we ask you, O Heavenly Father, to bless all those who have assembled here to rejoice on this auspicious occasion. Dear God, we ask you to continue to watch over the administration, faculty, and students of Touro University and those on this campus. We ask you to grant us the continued wisdom and resolve and fortitude to educate, to inspire, and to lead, and to reflect your divine light in your world. Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi Krupka. It gives me a great privilege and honor to introduce to you somebody who I know most of you know, and the rest of you have seen his photo all over the place. But our leader, Dr. Alan Kadish, our president, is a man who we all look up to. He's got a tremendous vision for the university. He took us from a college to a university. He has expanded our footprint, not just here today on Long Island, and not just throughout New York State, but really throughout the United States and throughout the world. And so Touro has a tremendous amount to be proud of. We're going to be celebrating our 50th anniversary with a gala in December, and a lot of what we have to celebrate has happened in the last 10 or 12 years under President Kadish's leadership. I'd like to introduce President Kadish.
Thank you so much, Provost Salkin. Those of you who've seen my picture probably don't recognize me here today because I think we're still circulating pictures from about 10 years ago. But it's a great feeling to be standing here today on a beautiful day in a beautiful campus with a great new building that's helping take our students into the future. The initial idea for creating a unified campus on Long Island actually is about 7 years old, and the deans who, along with Provost Salkin, began that actually are no longer here. But a lot has happened at Touro in the last 7 years. As Provost Salkin mentioned, we've become a university. We've started a dental school. We've acquired a research institute in Albuquerque. We have a new campus in Montana. And today we celebrate the merger of the Long Island branch of the School of Health Sciences, of the School of Education, and the Touro Law Center on one campus. It's a great beginning to the fall celebration for our 50th anniversary, culminating in our dinner on December 4th. Bringing Touro's 3 Long Island campuses together creates a number of mutually advantaged synergies. Health sciences, law, and education are 3 of Touro's strengths, and in today's society, those disciplines no longer are completely separate, but actually have merged in many ways in the world as people work, as people go to school, and we're thrilled that those 3 disciplines can now be represented here together. Today's ribbon cutting is a reflection of our campus leadership. Dean Elena Langan of the Law Center, Dean Steve Lorenzet of the School of Health Sciences, and Dr. Nelly Morales, our Associate Provost, who's serving as Interim Dean of the School of Education. 3 of the people that Provost Salkin mentioned have also been essential. Executive Vice President Moshe Krupka, whom you just heard from, Provost Salkin, of course, but as well as Jeff Rosengarten, who's in charge of construction and facilities, among 700 other things, who really drove this project forward. The growth of Touro's footprint on Long Island and Central Islip was also aided and supported by Town of Islip Supervisor Angie Carpenter, who you'll hear from in a couple of minutes. I'd like to thank her leadership and her administration for making this possible. Thanks to Angie's partnership, we have more students, more faculty, and more staff who'll be learning, working, and living together in so many ways. Touro's prominence as a Jewish institution is well known, although we're not a faith-based institution. We're proud of continuing to fulfill our mission to educate, serve, perpetuate, and enrich the historic Jewish traditions of tolerance, dignity, and education. Tradition focusing simultaneously on individual development as well as serving the greater good. It's significant to note that our Law Center graduates this year contributed over $30,000 cumulatively in pro bono legal services during their time as students. That contribution to Suffolk County residents in a variety of fields: elder law, immigration, veterans, children's, recovery from natural disasters, and so many other things. And now with the School of Health Sciences and the School of Education on the campus here, those groups of students can work together to improve the lives of the residents of this town and of Suffolk County. Touro's Long Island campus has a variety of health science programs in physical therapy, occupational therapy, and physician assistance, and we look forward to having those students work together to provide health care for those people in the community served by the law school as well. Future is bright for Touro in our 50th year. This groundbreaking is yet another step in fulfilling our plans for the future. And over the next 50 years, certainly many of us won't be here, but we have a great opportunity to continue to contribute to the community, the county, and the state. And we take seriously that responsibility and appreciate all those who've come to help us. Thanks a lot for joining us, and have a great day.
Thank you, President Kadish. I'd like to ask the three deans who are going to be sharing this campus to please come forward. Dr. Steve Lorenzet, Elena Langan, and Dr. Nelly Lejter, and they're each going to share some remarks with us.
Thank you, Provost Salkin. It's good to be with all of you today. I know I speak for all of the faculty and staff in the School of Health Sciences when I say how excited we are to have the new building. One of the really great things about our school, especially our programs here in Long Island, OT, PT, and PA, is that we help our students develop the needed knowledge and skill to be able to make a difference in people's lives. And whether that is people who are dealing with challenges of aging, just everyday challenges in routine healthcare, or whether it's dealing with more significant things like disability or injury or trauma or disease or a range of things, we prepare students to impact those people in a very favorable way. And of course, are very proud of that. The new building makes it possible for us to do that even better and even more into the future. I want to thank senior administration for the vision that they had to allow us to expand our footprint here in Long Island. I also want to thank the IT team, the facilities team, the operations team for the incredible work that they did so that we can be here today celebrating this. So one of the things that makes us special, or one of the things that's so great about our program, is our rich history. And the School of Health Sciences is very proud of our history. And at the same time, with our new building, we think we have an awful lot to look forward to and have a very bright future as well, and are thrilled about the impact that we think we can have in Long Island. So we're very grateful and very appreciative. We look forward to much success. We look forward to educating a lot of students in this new building, helping them launch very successful careers that'll take care of themselves and take care of their families. So our gratitude is immense, and we're thrilled to have the space. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and I echo Steve's comments in terms of thanking the senior leadership at Touro University and also all of our public partners. At the Law Center, we are especially thrilled that we have this new building that it has recently been opened. And I'm excited to announce the reopening of the William Randolph Hearst Public Advocacy Center at Touro Law. We will be housed in this building on the first floor. There are a suite of absolutely beautiful office spaces where various community partners will be joining us. The PAC, as we call it, was first started in 2008 as a result of a generous donation from the Hearst Foundation. The PAC provides low-cost office space and amenities to nonprofit public interest agencies who provide pro bono legal services and other services to members of our community. In exchange, those agencies use our law students to help provide legal services. In addition to the agencies that are housed in our new beautiful building, Touro also has PAC affiliate agencies throughout Suffolk and Nassau County, and they meet regularly to seek ways to address the unmet legal needs of members of our community. The Advocacy Center was the first of its kind in the nation and continues to be a leader in providing opportunities for unprecedented collaboration between the PAC agencies and Touro Law, as well as our students. This results in a positive impact both on the legal education of our students and also on the success of the public agencies in servicing our community. As Dr. Kadish indicated, each year our graduating students perform over 30,000 hours of pro bono legal services to the community. That's a substantial financial impact. And the PAC help provides one of the vehicles where students can provide those services. And during that period of time, they are developing those lawyering skills that will be so important once they leave our halls. We're currently in the process of inviting new agencies to join the new PAC space, and I'm also extremely pleased to be able to announce today that we have a new director of the PAC and pro bono services at Touro Law, Kate Carbonero. Kate has devoted most of her legal career to public interest services, and she is joining us from the Legal Aid Society, where most recently her work has been helping victims of human trafficking. We are thrilled that Kate will be part of our new PAC and will be instrumental in developing what the PAC will be into the future. I'm excited about the impact of the new space and our new leadership and the impact it will also have on our community and our continued cooperation in providing much needed legal services to the Suffolk County and Nassau County communities. Thank you, and thank you for joining us today.
Good morning. I am thrilled and honored to be here today representing the Graduate School of Education. I want to echo my colleagues in their words of appreciation for the university leadership, the president, provost, others in the senior team that set such an example of commitment, vision, and hard work to make things happen and to have a very strong impact in the communities that we serve. I also want to echo the previous words in terms of, again, impact. The education programs, as you can imagine, play a significant, essential role in the development of new generations of professionals in the whole of New York, and especially in Long Island. We have 5 programs in operation in this site. We serve about 170 students overall. And one of the things I wanted to highlight about being here today is the commitment that the faculty and staff have in the Graduate School of Education to come back fully to the on-campus, in-person experience. You may not know that in the case of education, many programs went fully online during the pandemic, but we're back. We're returning, we're having classes in person, and we're looking to grow more, add more programs to the site and increase enrollment as well in person in the future. There are faculty and staff at the school in conversation with school leaders in the area for developing cohorts for the advanced programs. We mostly work here with the initial certification programs, but we're going to add more of the advanced programs as well. I wanted to also add quickly that there is important work that takes place here in the Long Island side for all the teachers that emerge from our cohorts in all of the Graduate School of Education programs. The certification officer and director of the Long Island site, Nina Liu, is here, and she is the one that actually works on the certification of all of our graduates at the school. So there is important work that impacts all of the students in all of the different sites that is actually coming from Long Island. So again, thrilled to be here today, and thank you so much for having us and for this magnificent event.
Want to thank all of the deans, and the most exciting thing for me about these 3 fantastic educational leaders is the conversations that they're having and how we could create more interdisciplinary opportunities for our students that will benefit the people that they serve and clearly the Long Island community. I'd now like to introduce some of our public partners that contribute in many different ways to the growth of Touro University. First, I'd like to introduce Congressman Garbarino.
Thank you very much. I was very excited to be invited here today, but once I got back on campus, it started bringing back bad memories of studying for the bar exam in that building 12 years ago, so I'm not going to stay too long. Thank God I only had to take it once. But it's exciting to be here for this ribbon cutting. This is a great building, and this is my first term in Congress, and I was very excited to partner with Touro Law and the university here on several items. But I have to give credit, though, to Angie Carpenter, the supervisor here, because it was her leadership with Touro, the entire university, that really convinced me about what a great university this is, and how I'm excited to see the growth and the merging of all 3 schools here today on this campus. The it's also great to hear about the hours that the law students do for the community, the pro bono hours, and it's because of that. And I have to say, Linda Weissman's work, and may she rest in peace, that my office has been able to secure, and will be able to secure at the end of this year in the budget, a grant to Touro Law to help out with small businesses. I think it's a $450,000 grant, so we can be expanded into getting some pro bono hours for small business representation here in our community. Thank you. But it's just, as long as I'm in Congress, you have my promise that you will have a friend and a partner helping you do whatever you need here, because you've done great work, and I can't wait to see what's in the future. So thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Congressman. We really appreciate your partnership and your support. I'd like to introduce the Islip Town Supervisor, Angie Carpenter, with just a little story. When I arrived in Central Islip in 2012, I think within the first 2 weeks of my being here, I knew I had a checklist of people that I wanted to meet, and at the top of the list was the supervisor. And since 2012, and this is just in my own experience, in my own world, although her relationship with the law school dates back well before that, she has been a friend, a cheerleader, a supporter, a confidant. She is here all the time when the law school needs her. And even when the law school hasn't asked her to be here, she has been here. And that's what a friend is all about. So she's here not just for the big public events like today, but she's here when you don't even know that she's on campus. And Jeff Rosengart and I spent time in her office as we were envisioning this project, and your help in shaping it and your help in walking us through the process was invaluable, because I'm confident that without your participation and support and active engagement, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you, Supervisor.
The Provost is way too kind. We have a great team in the town of Islip, and a project like this is so exciting, and Touro has been so exciting to me personally for so many years. As a legislator, I've been in government quite a number of years, but I was a county legislator, and I represented downtown Bayshore. And Touro, I think, was single-handedly the most important reason for the turnaround that we saw in downtown Bayshore. They had the confidence to bring the School of Health Sciences to a building that had uses that were less than appropriate for a downtown area, bring thriving educational programs and students and professors, and it was just so very exciting. And it really helped turn around Bayshore. I was a little disappointed when I heard that they were moving, but so excited when I heard what was happening here in Central Islip. And just the way Touro was a catalyst for the hamlet of Bayshore, it certainly has been for the hamlet of Central Islip. There are so many incredible things happening here, and to have this campus grow. The School of Law has been very successful and has a really great history. Right next to two courthouses, it's really remarkable. But it wasn't really a campus. And having this building built now, and hopefully, I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but I'm waiting for that dorm to come. I so believe that we need housing for students on campus, and it really helps keep our students here, and it keeps Long Islanders here, because kids want the experience of going away to school, but they want to be away, and they can be away right here at home. So please, I'll be there to help. So you've helped turn around Bayshore, Central Islip. Certainly, we've gotten a grant for $10 million for the downtown corridor, Carlton Avenue. So the north end of the community is going to be addressed. Certainly here at the south end of Central Islip, you have done a remarkable job. I am so very proud of everything that Touro has done. The fact that you're a university now, that you're celebrating your 50th anniversary, I can't laud you enough for all that you have done and tell you how proud I am to be able to consider those here at Touro my friends. Thank you so much.
I know that Senator Wykes wanted to be here this morning and had an emergency that she had to tend to, and we appreciate the proclamation that she has made sure arrived here on time. And so please extend our thanks to the Senator. Now is what we've been waiting for. I'd like to ask Senior Vice President Jeff Rosengarten to join Executive Vice President Rabbi Krupka, President Kadish, Congressman Garbarino, Supervisor Carpenter, our deans, Dean Lorenzet, Langan, and Lejter, to join us in the ribbon cutting.